Hello everyone, how's everyone today? Welcome to Commercial Farming with the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, we kind of did a thing. Yeah, we now have chickens. Well, normally that's not really my thing. Uh, but we started baking bread, which was one of them deals, is trying to make a little more money. Let's turn our HUD on here so we can see. All right, there's where we need to dump our wheat. Where we can make a little more money off of these crops that doesn't pay as much, you know. And so we have, and I thought that was going to take a whole lot more feed than that, but no. Now this is a new chicken house. We can jump out and go take a look at it. And of course, this is where we put our feed. And we can't go inside this chicken house, or I haven't found a way to get inside it yet at all. Oh, there we go. I couldn't get that to open up a while ago. Well, let's see here. What's going on? I ought to be able to walk in here. Yeah, there we go. And we can look at chickens. Now, we only have 500 in here, and that's enough for right now. I bought the 500 chickens, put them in here, and yeah, they will multiply. So now if I can get out of this chicken house, I'll be all right. All right, let's see. Let me get out of here. All right, now let's get through the door. There we go. We're out. Now I guess maybe we probably better shut the door. Yeah, well, I can see that there are some updates that's going to have to be done to this, because now I can't close the door. Anyway, the chickens are not going to leave out of there for sure. But anyway, this chicken house holds 2,000 chickens. And I thought, well, this will just help with our wheat and our barley, because you really don't get that much out of either one of them per liter. And I thought, well, okay, that'll be enough for right now, And I guess the eggs will spawn right out here, I guess, because we just bought this chicken house and we don't know anything about it. But and I hate to use that word assume, but I am assuming that the eggs will spawn right here. And then the eggs do sell pretty good. Let's go into the HUD. Of course, we got to wait for it to save. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing just fantastic. All right, let's go down here, eggs. All right, and as you can see, the bakery takes them for $3,818. Fast food, $3,815. And the farmer's market is $3,749. So, and everything is on its way up. So I don't know how high they'll go. We can take a look at it. In November, eggs will go for $4,128. Yeah. So it may be that what I'll need to do is look for a refrigerated storage. And if anybody knows of a good one out there that will store a lot of eggs, let me know. I'd be more than waiting to hear of one. There should be some out there, I'm sure there is. But yeah, we are going to have some type of a storage for eggs. So, now normally I just take this wheat over and put it in our flour mill. But I've already got quite a bit in that flour mill. So, yeah, we'll just take it back over here and put it back in our silo. Like I said, I thought it was going to take quite a bit more than what it did. But that's all right. That's not a problem. So anyway, today, I think, we're going to harvest another small wheat field. I've got the cornfield that we just got done chopping corn on. I've already got that all replanted and everything. So, yeah. Now you see, this is what I hate about these divided. Watch when them doors close. It kind of made that trailer quiver. Look at that. Yeah, that ain't right. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it can't all be perfect, right? So, but anyway, the wheat field that we're going to do is just another small wheat field. It's only about 60 acres. And we're doing that waiting on, and let's stop right there. And let's pull our HUD up and let's look and see what we're actually dealing with. Now let me zoom out here a little bit. All right. Now, let's go to the growth stage. As you can see, as of right now, this, let's get over here. When we bought field number 12, we bought it already planted. Well, I don't know what they did, but I guess they fertilized this in 2 different stages or something, because I come in here and I put this road in here. I cut this field in half, and now this part is ready to be harvested, but it didn't come all the way down to the road. And this part here, you know, we're still waiting on it. And again, I'm going to use that word assume. I hate to use that, but that's the way it is. I'm assuming that when this comes due, the rest of all of this up here will come due also. But anyway, as you can see, we don't have anything right now else to harvest, but we're getting there. It looks like field 13 is probably going to come due about the time field 12 fills out. So it looks like about the same shade of green, really. But the field that we're looking at today, let's get in here, that we are looking to harvest is field number 4. Field number 3 is the one that we chopped straw off of, or corn, I'm sorry. So anyway, I think we're going to harvest field number 4, and we'll get that done, and we'll get on with it. All right. Well, it looks like we're off to a good start. Very good. And what we'll do is we'll come in and bale this straw just like we did before. The baler I will run it on the same course that the harvester is running, and he'll bale it, and then we'll come in and pick up all the straw and take it and sell it. And it seems to work out real good. The chopped straw mod doesn't do us any good whenever we do it this way, but then we have a lot of slurry that we need to either sell for next to nothing. You don't get anything out of it, but we make more on the sale of straw bales than we would the slurry. So what we do is we'll sell the straw bales, and then we'll take our slurry out of our slurry pit down there and put on this field for fertilizer. So I'm sure that most of you have been following me, and you know how we do it, or how I do it anyway, and you've already seen that. So anyway, we're gonna let this guy get on with baling or harvesting for a little while, and I got to go get a grain cart and prepare to get him unloaded. All right. Yep, we are getting right along with it. Laying the straw down. You know, speaking of chickens, yeah, I know. Another one of my stories that I will tell of when we were young. You know, if you've been following me, you know that I spent a lot of time at my aunt and uncle's house due to the fact that both my mother and my dad, they both worked out of the home. And so yeah, I spent a lot of time with my aunt and my uncle, and we done a lot of things. I mean, my cousins, they were all there, and one of the cousins that was closest to my age, him and I, there was no telling what we'd get into, you know. Now, I'm talking about back whenever I was, you know, 11, 12, something like that, just a young lad. But, you know, there was chores that had to be done. The horses had to be fed. And I think at that time, I think they had a milk cow. Now, I never got in on milking the cow, but, you know, that was all, there was no machine to do it. I think my aunt done it most of the time, if I'm not mistaken. She would milk the old milk cow. But you know, the kids, we all had chores that had to be done. Like I said, we had horses. So I even had a horse that at the time, my horse was staying there on my aunt and uncle's property. But one of the chores that we had to do was feed the chickens. And of course, you know, the chickens were more like pets, that's what they were. Either that or they were just extremely used to us kids. And you know, it could be just a little bit of both, to be honest about it. I think they were used to us kids, and they didn't mind us. They knew we wasn't going to hurt them or anything like that. But we would play with them chickens. And I don't know if any of you have ever played with chickens before or handled chickens in any way, form, or fashion, but we used to do what we call, and it's a fact, we used to put a chicken to sleep. Yeah, now I don't want anybody getting on me and beating me up too bad, because this did not hurt the chickens whatsoever. Some of you may know, if you've had chickens before, some of you may know exactly what I'm getting ready to talk about. But you would take that chicken and hold that chicken, and of course these chickens, they love to be held. You know, they were, like I said, they were more like pets. And you take and lift one of their wings, and you just put their head underneath their wing gently, and then hold that chicken and just swing that chicken gently. Not, you know, not like you're swinging a ball bat or anything like that, but while you're holding that chicken, you just swing that chicken back and forth real easily. And you do that, oh, I don't know, 5 to 10 times back and forth. And then you can just set that chicken down, and that chicken is sound asleep. Yeah, chicken just went sound asleep. And he'll stay like that, asleep, for a few seconds, you know. Now, it's been years and years and years since I've done it, so I'm going on memory of back whenever I was 12, 13 years old, and that was a long time ago, I might add. But that chicken would stay like that for, I'm going to say, 10 or 15 seconds. And then he'd wake up, and he'd get up, and boy, he's ready to eat some more corn. We usually fed him chopped corn or whatever. And then, you know, depending on the circumstances, he may come back and want more of it. You know, they didn't seem to mind. They seemed to actually like it. And, but you know, the fact that we got these chickens in over here, that triggered that as something that we used to do. You got to keep in mind now, we didn't have arcades to go to. We didn't have computers. We didn't have video games. Didn't even know what they even were, you know, at all. Just had no clue what a video game was. You went out and you made your fun, whatever it was. Now, make no mistake, you know, kids will be kids. However, if there was any animal cruelty going on, our parents would have been the first to give us a good thrashing. But, you know, that was never the case. We never harmed any animals or nothing like that. Actually, we wouldn't have even thought about it, to be honest about it. But that's just another one of my stories. And for those of you that haven't been following me, I will tell you that these are just my memories. Everything is all true. I don't make anything up. These are just things that I experienced in my lifetime. And I thought maybe I would share them with you as long as you want to hear them. So, but anyway, this guy is getting right along, and before long, we're going to be getting the baler in here and have that baler start baling straw, and we'll get on with the program. But for right now, this guy needs to be emptied out, and we'll go get the grain cart and get over here and get it done. All right, well, we're going to get this harvester unloaded. It's it really seems odd to me to be doing these small fields, especially whenever you've just got done harvesting thousands of acres, you know. Yeah. But we keep these small fields down here separated like they are, mainly for the support of our animals, and mainly our cows. But you know, we've been building up wheat, and I just thought that by getting the chickens, not only can we make more money off the wheat, but you know, that just gives us something else to do in the slow period on the farm. So, but anyway, we've got what he's got, and we'll let him go ahead, get some more grain on, and we'll get him emptied back out. You know, I wanted to ask someone, you see that big grain bin, several bins there, the big silage thing in front of us, big complex? That was with the farm whenever I bought the farm, and to be honest with you, I don't even know what it holds. I don't know what the maximum capacity is. I have had, myself, I have had 55 million liters in it, and it was still taking grain. So if anybody knows, leave me a comment. Now this map is Big Fields XXL, and like I said, I don't know exactly what it does hold. I have a sneaking suspicion that whenever we start harvesting all the corn that we have planted on this map, and it's several thousands of acres, I have an idea that we're going to find out how much that takes. I don't know. Corn takes up more room than soybeans, and we've put all the soybeans that we've had on this farm in there at one time, and then we sold them. But before that, we had canola in that, and canola we had 55 million liters in there, and of course we sold all them before we started harvesting the soybeans. So yeah, let me know if you have any idea what it does hold. I'd sure be interested in knowing. But anyway, we're gonna let this guy get on with his getting on, and we'll just keep him emptied out, and then we'll get a baler in here and let the baler start baling his straw. All right, well, we aren't completely done harvesting yet, but I don't think our baler is going to catch up with him at all. He's got an awful lot of baling to do before he gets caught up with him. But anyway, you know, now the work starts. Yeah, now we got to pick all these bales up, and you know, back when we were kids, there was only one way to get that done, and you had to physically go out there and pick them up, and yeah. But luckily today, we have different ways of doing that, and it's a whole lot easier, I'll put it that way. So anyway, we're going to let this guy go ahead and continue baling. We'll keep an eye on our guy that's harvesting, get him off the field and out of the way whenever he's done. And yeah, we're going to let this guy bale his straw up. All right. Well, the last time we baled straw, I showed you one way to pick this straw up, and this is, I guess you could say it's kind of the cheating way. I don't know. You know, back when where we used to pick hay and stuff up out of the fields, we had two people, one on each, two people on each side of the trailer, and yeah, they would throw the hay up on the trailer, and then the guy on the trailer would stack the hay. Yeah. So I guess what we could do is pretend, if that's a thing, pretend there's two people on each side of this trailer picking these bales up. Yeah. But in all honesty, this is by far the fastest way to pick these bales up. And then, you know, you get them over there and you get them sold, and oh yeah. But this is going to hold quite a few bales. I don't know exactly how many it's going to hold. I haven't used this before. But, yeah, looks like it's going to hold a pretty good sum. Yeah. Talk about getting them picked up and getting them sold rather quickly. Yeah, it's going to do it. So we're going to pick up a whole load here, and we'll take them over and sell them. See what that's going to do for us. Now this is a 40-foot trailer, so yeah, it's going to hold a few, but I wouldn't have thought it would have held this many. Let's see, how many is it? Well, we'll count them once we get them all picked up, or once we get a load, I'll put it that way. Alright. And you know, we might as well put that pickup we got to use, being it just sits in the driveway most of the time. So ought to make it earn its keep. Alright. Yeah, we should get another stack on the back. Maybe. Oh yeah. Now let's see. Now what we don't want to do is turn this thing over and lose all of our straw. That's the one thing we don't want to do. And this looks like this is going to be our last one. Alright, let's turn our HUD on. And it's not going to tell us how many we've got on there, is it? Okay. Alright. Well, let's go down here and sell this load. I don't know, maybe I should have strapped them down. We'll find out when we get down here. It looks like they're riding pretty stable. Alright. We're going to get in this gate. And then we haven't got a sell. We haven't got anything telling us to sell yet, have we? Well, all right. Well, let's see what happens here. All right, let's unload. It's not wanting to do it, is it? Well, let me check it out, and I'll get right back with you. All right, well, we have run into a stump, or whatever you want to call it. But nothing I do can I unload these bales. It's telling me the area is blocked, to clear the area before I can unload them bales. In other words, it doesn't want to unload right there. So, you know, we can do that, and then we can back in here straight, see if it'll take them off the back. And it's not doing that. We can try to unload them again. Nope, it's blocked. So maybe I ain't so smart. But I'll tell you what I will do. I will go get another trailer and I'll get right back with you. All right, we have got a smaller trailer. Now, that large trailer, 40-foot trailer, I was able to unload it once I got out of there. But all right, let's see. Operating position. There we go. All right. Now transporting position. Well, let's go in here and see if we can unload these cotton picking bales. Golly. All right. All right, let's see what we can do here. Well, now I know, well, I should say no, I don't know what's going on, but there we go. I guess I had to be at an angle, but I was at that angle a while ago with the other trailer and it didn't work. So all right, well, maybe that trailer just don't work at this particular sell point. Now, it did do a good job of loading the bales. Okay, we got to all right, there we go. And we'll take these bales in there and sell them too. It did do a good job picking them up, and it done a good job unloading them, but not in here. Ain't that something? All right, well, you know, that's the way it goes. All right, there we go. All right, well, whatever. But anyway, I'm sure glad to see you guys here. I'm glad that you uh, come out and watch me handle some of these bales. Watch how I do this. Uh, you know, I also want to apologize because some of this you look at it and you say, well, you say commercial, and in people's minds they think commercial is being big. Well, it is big. This field is not, and none of these fields right up here in this area are. But I assure you, if you've been following me, you are well aware that we have several big fields. Yeah, huge. And it is commercial farming. Whenever you get into 7,000 acres, 5,000 acres, yeah, that's a lot of harvesting, and that is commercial, let me tell you. But anyway, I won't waste any more of your time. This guy is going to continue baling. I don't even know where he's at. He's probably getting close to being done. There he is over there. You can see him over there on the far end of the map. So I know I've got a lot of bales to pick up. But anyway, I won't waste any more of your time. And we will call it a day. And as always, the Dirt Road Farmer, thank you very, very much for watching.